forged document in the world.
Spots in all the dances, the songs, the entertainment, and special moments of the past 4 decades as we join host Dick Clark for the party of the season. From Hollywood, it's American Bandstand's 40th Anniversary Special, starring Alabama, Boys to Men, Neil Diamond, Gloria Estefan, Little Anthony and the Imperials, Don McLean, Luther Vandross, with special appearances by Paula Abdul, Roseanne and Tom Arnold, Garth Brooks, Natalie Cole, Color Me Bad, Hammer, Evander Holyfield, Barry Manilow, John Mellencamp, Lionel Richie, Pauly Shore, Pat Sajak and Vanna White. Featuring Bryan Adams, Steve Alamo, Paul Anka, Annette, Adam Ant, Bangles, The Beach Boys, Bee Gees, Big Bopper, Blondie, Michael Bolton, Bon Jovi, Gary U.S. Bond, Pat Boone, David Bowie, James Brown, The Buffalo Springfield, George Burns, The Byrds, Freddie Cannon.
Is that 20?
Let's say 20.
What is this? Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis, 32 years old.
Irene Cara, Mariah Carey, Carpenters, Cheap Trick, Chubby Checker, Cheech and Chong, Cher, Sheep, The Coasters, Commodore, Creedence Clearwater Revival, Jim Croce, Danny and the Juniors, Bobby Darin, Joey D and the Starlighters, Devo, The Diamonds, Dion, DJ Jazzy Jeff, and the Fresh Prince. That's Domino.
We've been together quite a few years, and this is our anniversary party. I feel older, but you keep on looking younger every year.
The Doobie Brothers, The Drifters, Wayne Eddy, The Everly Brothers, Fabian, The Fleetwood, The Fifth Dimension, The Four Prep, The Four Seasons, Four Top, Connie Francis, Aretha Franklin, Bobby Freeman, Marvin Gaye, Andy Gibb, Debbie Gibson, Leslie Gore, Guns N' Roses, Bill Haley and his Comet, Daryl Hall and John Oates.
Don, how did you rate the record?
80.
Why?
I liked it, and it was easy to dance to, and it had a good beat.
Buddy Holly, Whitney Houston, In Excess, The Isley Brothers, Jackson 5, Janet Jackson, Jan and Dean, Jefferson Airplane, Billy Joel, Elton John, The Kinks, Kiss, Gladys Knight and the Pips, Kool and the Gang, LL Cool J, The Larks, Cyndi Lauper, Brenda Lee, Levert, Huey Lewis and the News.
Is couple number 6, Robin Rosen and Craig Klein.
Jerry Lee Lewis, Little Richard, Madonna, the Mamas and the Papas, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, Martha and the Vandellas, Freddie Mercury, the Monotone, Ricky Nelson, New Edition, Charlie O'Donnell, the O.J., Roy Orbison, Prince, Otis Redding, Paul Revere and the Raiders with Mark Lindsay, the Righteous Brothers, Minnie Riperton, Smokey Robinson and the Miracle, Linda Ronstadt.
About the Beatles, how long will they be around?
Oh, a long time. I love him.
What is a long time?
Couple years.
Bobby Rydell, Neil Sedaka, Del Shannon, the Shirelles, the Silhouettes, the Skyliner, Percy Sled, Sonny and Cher, Steppenwolf, Rod Stewart, Donna Summer, the Supremes, Talking Heads, The Temptations, Bobby V, Village People, Wham, Bruce Willis, Jackie Wilson, Stevie Wonder.
Are you going to get out where people can see you now? You're going to tour?
Oh, yeah. We're looking forward to being on the road late January, early February. We'll be out there somewhere.
Thank you, ma'am. We'll see you at the autograph table. They're waiting. Natalie Cole.
Plus our one-time-only supergroup with Southern rock great Greg Allman. Bandstand legend Frankie Avalon. From Steely Dan, Jeff Skunk Baxter. Million record seller David Cassidy. Award-winning bass player Stanley Clark. East Street big man Clarence Clemens. The multi-talented Sheila E. From The Who, John Entwistle. First Lady of Guitar, Lita Ford. Recording star, James Ingram. From the Tower of Power horn section, Doc Kupka and Lee Thornburg. All-time favorite, Donny Osmond. Smash hit maker, Johnny Rivers. Super sax man, Tom Scott. Eagle star, Joe Walsh. East Street drummer, Max Weinberg. And led by rock and roll legend, Bo Diddley. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on his 40th anniversary, the host of American Bandstand, Dick Clark.
Thank you so very, very much. Oh, that's nice. Thank you. Hey, we got a couple hours to spend together. Sit down, get comfortable. We have lots of good music and our special guest stars. Now, these words are just about the same words I spoke in Philadelphia in the 50s. And here's James Ingram over here looking at me like that's when the dinosaurs roamed the earth. Actually, James, that was when American Bandstand first went on the air in 1952. And there are some of us around who still remember those days. I know you don't, but whatever. And lo, these many years later, I can still use the very same greeting because, you know something? Our formulas never really changed. It was always kids and music and stars, along with a host who was lucky enough to be at the center of one of the great cultural explosions of all time, a thing called rock and roll. And tonight's show will bring back a lot of memories, maybe your first kiss, or that big high school crush you had, or the clothes you wore, the car you drove, who knows what. Because Bandstand came right into your own living room. It'll probably also bring back some of the memories that took place there, things that took place at home, close to your heart. Now, I've got 3 kids, Rack, Dwayne, and Cindy. And I always have thought that the bandstand is my other child. It means an awful lot to me. So tonight, I'd like to share some of the treasure chest of memories with you. And on behalf of my real kids and my television kid, I want to say thank you very much. Nice to have you here. Now, let me say a little something about our anniversary shows. We've had a few of these parties over the years. We invite a mixed bag of people in and encourage them to have a good time, and that has resulted in some rather strange results along the way, special moments. Take a look at a few of our past anniversaries. It's American Bandstand's 20th Anniversary Special. Our special guests are Little Richard.
Now, anything can happen at these parties, like Little Richard jumping on the piano. And to further prove anything can happen, watch this. Cheech and Chong literally brought down the house on our 25th anniversary special. Look at that scenery. There they go. Now, why in the world did I invite them back for our 30th anniversary?
You know, Cheech and Chong is not the usual sort of... Wait a minute.
Stevie Wonder used the latest electronic effects for our 25th anniversary.
Help me get a hit in 63. Well, congratulations to Dick Clark and you.
Well, this was our 30th anniversary party, and while we were all celebrating inside, there was a big surprise being planned on the outside. The unpredictable Rod Stewart was going to perform on the roof.
Young hearts be free tonight. Time is on your side. Don't let them put you down. Don't let them push you around. Don't let them ever change your point of view. Here's one for you.
On our 33 1/3 anniversary show, 3 of my favorite Bandstand alumni performed one of my favorite songs.
Go hopping today, things popping. We'll jump to the way, go shopping, and all the people play on the bandstand.
And Chubby Checker brought everybody into the act, including Cher.
Well, as you can see, these are very special celebrations, and this one isn't going to be any different. When we come back, you'll see great moments from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. And on our stage, one of the hottest names of the 90s. Don't you dare go away. We'll be right back.
I'd like to say congratulations to every Bandstand 40th Anniversary.
Make me feel real loose, like a long neck loose, like a girl. Oh, baby, that's what I like!
And I wonder, I wonder why she ran away, and I wonder where she will stay, my little runaway.
Now here's a rare look at Roy Orbison without sunglasses.
No, I cry and cry for you. Yes, that lion falls on the right, babe. Not that Maggie's back in town. Look out, old Maggie is back.
Well, that music will be around for a long, long time. Now, if you were listening to records around 1972, you heard a very unique song that also earned a very special place in the history of popular music. Everybody has their own idea of exactly what the words meant, but in its own simple way, it tells the whole story of the bandstand era and rock and roll. Of course, the song is American Pie. And here to sing it is the man who made it famous all over the world, Mr. Don McLean.
So bye-bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys are drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Did you write the book of love? Do you have faith in God above? If the Bible tells you so, how do you believe in rock and roll? Can music save your mortal soul? And can you teach me how to dance real slow? Well, I know that you're in love with him, 'cause I saw you dancing in the gym. You know you both kicked off your shoes. I dig those rhythm and blues. I was a lonely teenage bronc and buck with a pink carnation and a pickup truck. But I knew I was out of love the day the music died. I started singing bye-bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys are drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Now for 10 years we've been on our own, and moss grows fat on a rolling stone. But that's not how it used to be. Why, when the jester sang for the king and queen in a coat he borrowed from James Dean, and a voice that came from you and me. Oh, and while the king was looking down, the jester stole his thorny crown. The courtroom was adjourned, no verdict was returned. And while Lennon read a book on Marx, a quartet practiced in the park, and we sang dirges in the dark the day the music died. We were singing bye-bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys are drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. They were singing bye-bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys are drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die.
You know, Pat, one of my favorite groups from the disco era is the Village People.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Not the Village People. They were very specific about it. It's Village People.
Oh, really?
That's yeah, that's true. It's just...
Stanley Clarke. Playing tenor sax, the big man himself, famous for his work with Bruce Springsteen and Jackson Browne, Clarence Clemens. On percussion, multifaceted performer, composer, and instrumentalist, Sheila E. Playing bass, a founding member of one of rock's all-time great bands, The Who, John Entwistle. On guitar, a breakthrough performer and one of the most honored female guitar players of all time, Lita Ford. Playing keyboard, singer, songwriter, producer, and multi-award-winning artist, James Ingram. From the Tower of Power horn section, Doc Kupka and Lee Thornburg. Another keyboard player, he's been turning out hits for a quarter of a century, and in that time, he's earned 23 gold records. Donny Osmond. Over 30 million records sold, an award-winning singer and major influence in rock music since the early 60s, guitarist Johnny Rivers. This man's unique saxophone sound has contributed to over 500 albums, including those by Paul McCartney, Michael Jackson, and Barbra Streisand. This is Tom Scott. Rounding out our guitar section, a member of both the James Gang and the Eagles, one of rock's most colorful characters, Joe Walsh. On drums, the longtime drummer of the E Street Band, Max Weinberg. And on background vocals, two great voices from the R&B field, Monet and Vesta. And now we need a lead singer, and believe me, we've got one, a true rock legend. As a matter of fact, he is one of the founding fathers of rock and roll, but more importantly, one of the nicest men you will ever meet in your life. Ladies and gentlemen, Bo Diddley.
Sister real. All the other night on the telephone, her mama lied and said she went home. As I turned and walked away, all I could hear my baby say, "Hey, Bo Diddley." Come on, everybody. Hey, Bo Diddley.
This is Skunk Baxter. Clarence Clemens. And Greg Allman. Sheila E. Lee Thornburg. Max Weinberg. Johnny Rivers. John Entwistle. James Ingram. Stanley Clark. Doc Kupka. David Cassidy. Tom Scott. Donny Osmond. Lita Ford. Frankie Avalon. And Joe Walsh.
All right, let's sample a bottle. And I'll make it two. One for you and one for me.
Now we can roll. Diet Coke.
Oh, boy. This has been quite a night. Now, ABC was kind enough to honor American Bandstand with a plaque that is now displayed outside the old studio there, and I thank them for that. I'd also like to thank all the kids who ever danced on the show, the thousands and thousands of great stars who performed there, and our hosts, producers, and directors, people like Lee Stewart and Bob Horn, David Hirsch, Tony Mammarella, Judy Price, Larry Klein, Hal Galley, Lee Davis, Ed Yates, and Barry Glazer. We all share American Bandstand. I especially want to thank you for allowing me to be a part of your life for the past 40 years. For now, Dick Clark, good night.
Traveled for this evening's telecast.
To break up a bit, but still a lot of motion there and some interesting looking clouds tonight. Here's our satellite animation, and what it shows